Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Self Love Experiment 2021. I'm super excited for myself and for all of you and for all of us to be focusing our intention on expanding our ability to love ourselves, learning new ways to love ourselves, and releasing old ways of not loving ourselves. And just developing new habits and patterns that are more supportive, more kind, and more compassionate towards ourselves and inevitably towards others as well. So, I thought it might be nice for anyone who is wanting to offer a brief story of um, maybe just a little bit about their relationship to themselves and their relationship to their body, and anything else that they want to say about what they hope to get out of this experiment, this group, this community, and the year. So I'll start with me since some of you know me well and some of you don't know me well. Um, I'm Jamie. I am 43 years old as of last October, although I regularly forget how old I am. And I'm in a relationship with a wonderful man, Noah, and I have two kids who live in Massachusetts. I live in Colorado, so I'm an unconventional sort of woman in a lot of ways, including in how I mother, practically speaking. And that's been quite a journey and a challenge for me to embrace that. And I know some of you may have similar situations or may not even have children. So I think it'll be an important part of our journey this year to talk about being a mother, not being a mother, and how we see ourselves as women in today's culture with the expectations that people have of us. Um, so I really was very at peace with my body and myself for most of my childhood, although I did experience some trauma and suppress the trauma nicely in my subconscious. I didn't really think about myself or my body in a way that was derogatory until I was a teenager, when my body started to change and draw attention from men, and I started to feel unsafe and objectified. Like I'm sure most of you can relate to this, the Me Too movement. And I didn't actually end up harming myself actively until I began to starve myself and diet in college. Like the salad a day with egg and yogurt on top, things like that. Um, And throughout my 20s, I really, there was a lot of times that I was very unconscious about what I was doing. And I was very driven by the latest diet, the latest exercise program, the latest model, the latest, what women are supposed to look like, etc. And in my 30s, when I had children, I really worked very hard to put that aside. Worked very hard to learn how to love myself and appreciate myself and respect my body and myself. But it really wasn't until my late 30s, 37 years old, when I really had an awakening about the trauma that I had suppressed, about um, sexual abuse in my past and all of the trauma that I had done to myself over the years of dieting and, um, you know, just constantly thinking I needed to be different. It wasn't until my mid 30s when I started, late 30s, when I started doing really deep work with a therapist that I really was aware to the extent of how much I really didn't like myself. Um, and so it's been, 6 years or so now that I have been unraveling all of the patterns and the traumas and the contributing factors, both personally and culturally, that have contributed to, not liking myself, not liking my body. And I really think that learning how to love yourself is a kind of a longer path because You know, if it was as simple as saying, no, now I love myself, then we all would love ourselves already. We'd be done. The path would be done. So I won't say it's going to be long for all of you. I will say for me, it has been a journey. It has been 6 years of daily work, of practices, of meditation, of movement, of non dieting, of learning how to eat intuitively, learning how to love food again, learning how to love my body in whatever shape it's in, learning how to accept myself and also accept that I want things to change, which seems like a paradox. It's been a long time. And I'm now in a position where I have accumulated a lot of wisdom, I've accumulated a lot of tools, a lot of resources, um, and I want to share those with other women, especially women, because that's my area of expertise, being a woman. So that's a little bit about me, a little bit about why I want to do this. I don't profess to be an expert on loving myself. Every day I wake up in the morning and I work on this. It's a daily process for me. I'm always doing healing work. I'm always becoming more and more aware of my blind spots. And I expect that over the course of this year with you all, I will become aware of many, many more areas that I can work with, that I can explore and develop and grow in. So I'm not an expert in this. I just want to make that clear. I'm just someone who has walked this path for a long time and would love to help others, journey, and we can all do it together. So I'm very excited. I'm so glad you're with me. If anyone else wants to make a video of yourself sharing your story, or talk about what you'd like to get out of the year, or maybe even talk a little bit about what things are challenging for you. I'm open to hearing it. I know others would love to get to know you, and or conversely, if you don't want to be on camera, write up a little bit in the forum and share it. Um, I would love to understand what people are hoping for, what's hard for you, and just a little bit about your story if I don't know it, and for everyone else's benefit. Also, if that's not comfortable for you, there's never any expectation that you share anything in this forum that's not comfortable for you. Um, it can just simply be a place of contribution, helping others, and observing. Whatever works for you. There's nothing wrong space. This is a space of complete safety, and I will work hard to make sure that this space is a compassionate, loving, and kind space for everyone, regardless of how much you want to interact or how little. So, okay, happy Monday. I love you all. I can't wait to begin. Find a journal, find any kind of journal. Just so you know, if you're not a journaler, this doesn't have to be like a writing journal. This can be drawing, or just any. It can be for anything. You can clip out pictures from magazines. You can do whatever you like. You can make lists. It doesn't need to be the standard journal where you write down all of the things that are stressing you out. This is for you. There's no wrong way to do it, but it's just nice to have a space that is a intentional, sacred space for your energy to be held. So, okay. I'll see you guys all soon on the forum.